Robyn from Anime America here, and yeah, I didn't like the new lighting equipment I have. I'm just gonna order a bigger light bulb for that, so I'm just gonna have to deal with this crappy lighting for a little bit. But anyways, I'm like editing the next top 10 list, so it's gonna be like a couple of days until that's ready. So in the meantime, let's talk about childhood traumas. Yay. I've seen like a lot of people over YouTube talk about their childhood traumas. It took me a while to do one because I couldn't really think of one that's related to entertainment, because if there's anything like scary, I would just avoid it. And like looking back on all of my old entertainment, it made me wonder how I was not scarred from certain films like The Brave Little Toaster.
Once in an Indian nation, I took the kids on the skids with the hope he was happy till I heard him say, "You're worthless."
How did I not remember that? I just remembered the happy ones, the happy scenes. And again, I think I only watched that film once, so I didn't really think I had like a childhood trauma. The only thing that really traumatized me were like, you know, my sister trying to get me to watch scary films, which I'm just like, nope, 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 nope. And the fact that my grandma had the entire family, including little old me, because I guess they just couldn't find a babysitter, or maybe they didn't want to. But they took me to a lot of Halloween stuff, and this is Georgia. Georgia took their pride in Halloween, especially Augusta. Like, we went all out for Halloween. It was a very simple time where we weren't afraid to go to the neighbor's house to ask for candy. But there was these haunted houses and these haunted hay rides. Yes, I had haunted hay rides, welcome to Georgia, where like they just did all of these scary things, and I just had my eyes closed throughout the whole thing. I'm like, for fuck's sake, Grandma, I'm 6! I was 6 years old going through that crap. Like, I work at a park where like you have to be 12 years old to go through our haunted house, because it can be a bit scary. And even like with Halloween Horror Nights, they're just like, are you sure you want to bring your freaking kids here? Because we go all out. And they still complain at the front office, and it's like, dude, it's called Halloween Horror Nights. What did you expect? We're not Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Just because you couldn't get into that one doesn't mean you get to child up the Universal one. Go to SeaWorld. If you can't get into Disney World, go to SeaWorld, because Halloween Horror Nights should never compromise. So I'm just like thinking in the back of my head, was there any cartoon or movie that traumatized me as a kid? And then I remember the Disney cartoon classics. There were these little VHS tapes that would contain at least 3 to 5 classic Disney cartoons. And 2 of them were Halloween specials. One of them had to deal with Donald Duck's Scary Tales, which was alright. Like, he had to fight a gorilla that got into his house, ran into a slew of bad luck down the city, and something called Duck Pimples. I forgot what that was called, but I'm like using this website where it said like that VHS tape had Donald Duck and the Gorilla, Duck Pimples, and Donald's Lucky Day. The tape that I'm referring to is Halloween Haunts, which had Lonesome Ghost, Trick or Treat, and Pluto's Judgment Day. Oh, Pluto's Judgment Day. Like, this was the one tape I kept watching over and over and over again because I loved Trick or Treat. And the Lonesome Ghosts were really fun too. Like, that was like an essential classic of Disney, having Mickey, Donald, and Goofy try to get rid of these ghosts in the haunted house, and it was kind of like a Three Stooges thing. That was funny. Trick or Treat was a classic, and I love that song, Trick or Treat, Trick or Treat. It was such a cute song.
Oh, when ghosts and goblins by the score, ring your bell or pound your door. Better not be stingy or your nightmares will come true. Woo.
But in order to get to those 2 cartoons, I had to first watch Pluto's Judgment Day. And this was before you could press the skip button on your DVD players. Yes, kids, I was alive before DVDs. Back then, we had to rewind our tapes. They said 20 years ago, George of the Jungle was released in theaters, the live-action movie. I feel old. But basically, Pluto's Judgment Day was a 1935 cartoon teaching Pluto that it is wrong to hunt down cats or else he's going to cat hell. Not even kidding. It is basically Pluto having to make amends for every wrongdoing that he's done to cats. The cartoon starts off with him chasing a little kitten and Mickey being really pissed. Like, yes, it's a cliche for you to chase cats, but don't do it. Look at this cute little guy. I mean, come on, look at that little guy. He's so cute. But he's punished, sent to his little corner by the fire pit, and this cat, who seems like a ghost, is luring Pluto to come out and chase him. He's like, come on, big lug, what are you waiting for? I'm gonna pound you. Don't you wanna, you know, chew me up into bits? You know you wanna, you stupid dog. To which he's given a few chances not to do it, because Mickey's spirit pops up like, no, don't do it, don't do it. And at first he's gonna listen, but the cat gets to him, so he's like, you know, screw you, Mickey, I'm gonna do it. And then, like, we get this scene where, like, he's sent to this dark imprisonment, and all of a sudden these chains come up, and they're just chaining him one by one. It's like, oh, that is just creepy. Like, even watching it today, it's just, this cartoon is so unsettling. And all these cats come out of nowhere, just having a vendetta against Pluto.
And he promised he'll get justice.
Justice.
And they're gonna try him guilty no matter what, but it's like, come on, like, it's a classic scenario for a dog to chase a cat. What is it that he did that was just so wrong?
That great big bully picked on me because I was so fat. He chased me under a steamroller and then he left me flat.
He chased a cat to the point where it was steamrolled. That could be considered an accident. You know, they were chasing and the steamroller comes and... no, I'm imagining a cat under a steamroller. I love cats.
This poor guy has dog shock. He's scared out of his wits. And every time a dog barks, he throws a dozen fits. Watch him.
And he's psychologically scarred another one to the point where barks trigger him. Still, it can't be all that bad.
He drank our milk and stole our liver, and then he pushed poor Uncle Tom in the river. Wow, 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 wow.
He caused 3 kittens to starve and killed their uncle. He killed all 9 of their lives in the river.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little angels, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little angels, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little angels, all except of Uncle Tom.
What the hell, Pluto? You're a cat murderer. Go to cat hell. Oh. It's no wonder these cats have a vendetta against you. You, like, torture them, you kill them in horrific ways, because drowning all 9 lives and being steamrolled? Oh. And he almost killed that little one at the very beginning. Just a tiny little guy. And sure enough, they find him guilty. They didn't even discuss it. They're just like, nah, he's guilty. We told you from the very beginning you were guilty. And then after the sentence was made, they drag him over to a fiery pit and hang him over a fire, just torturing him until he burns to death. Disney! I guess this was acceptable back in those days because it was teaching, like, do anything wrong to others and you're sentenced to hell because God's always watching. Oh, 1935. Disney, scarring your kids since the Depression days. And that shit, they can't get away with that crap now. Wow, like, you just see, like, the content they have on the Disney Channel. Like, look at the stuff they have now and compare it to back then.
You ready? Roll over. Big. Shake. Point. Scratch.
very first cartoon that was released on the big screen, Steamboat Willie, they have a scene where like Mickey is playing with pig nipples. Because 1928. There's even like a scene at the very end of the VHS tapes. I don't know if I can find it, where it's like the narrator is trying to advertise other products for you to buy. Like you can, if you watch this tape, go buy Donald's Scary Tales. If you're watching Donald's Scary Tales, go pick up the Halloween tape. But it was so unsettling because we're seeing a graveyard and it's very like chilling violin music, like and then it's like, hey kids, if you like this one, it's like, well, why are you telling me this over a graveyard?
Scare up more Halloween fun when you take home these videos from Disney. There's full-length live-action movies, Blackbeard's Ghost, Something Wicked This Way Comes, and The Watcher in the Woods. Animated mini-classic, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, classic cartoon collections, Donald's Scary Tales, and Halloween Haunts. Add these videos to your library for Halloween excitement year after year.
A graveyard with very unsettling music. Why are you doing this to me? 90s. We got a little, 1930s one thing, but 90s. PG was for a reason. There's a reason for PG. Yeah, that was basically my childhood trauma. Just imagining Pluto being sentenced to hell for chasing cats, knowing that Pluto is officially a cat murderer, and all the traumatic stuff that happened to those cats. That stuff gave me nightmares. There was like a few things that would give me nightmares easily, but that one just rings in my head as the one that I remember clearly. Just Pluto being sent to hell, being put on trial after torturing and killing cats, and then after I'm watching the other two cartoons, that unsettling graveyard at the very end as he's trying to sell you more stuff. Like, no, get out of the graveyard, what are you doing to me? So leave a comment down below. What was your childhood trauma? Let's all suffer together. If you like this video, leave a like and comment down below. Share this video on any social media platform where you thrive. Please click on the notification bell because I'm also noticing that a bunch of people are not seeing our videos. And there's a notification squad that say, represent notification squad, which I'm like, love you. So please click on the notification bell. I do it for certain channels, and when I get the messages on the top corner of my screen, it'll tell me like who's released what, and so it does work. So if you don't see my videos on your feed, click on the notification bell and hopefully our page views will rise from that. Hate to bring up an old hashtag, but notice me, YouTube Senpai, come on. If you want to support our channel financially, we do have a Patreon page where we offer numerous rewards to fit your budget. We even have rewards for a $1 prize, so any amount counts if you want to support us through Patreon. If you want to buy some of our merchandise, we do have some posters for sale on Store Envy, and we've also added some new products to our Teespring store where you can buy some pillows. You can get a pillow with my face. Look at that, you get all of our faces and hug me. It's not a body pillow, but it'll do. We also have some new t-shirts. We brought back an old design from way back when, which was the Keep Calm and Watch Anime t-shirt with Queen Serenity's crown on top. So if you want any of those products, just click on the link down below and support Anime America. More awesome videos will be on the way. Stay tuned, Anime America. Bye.
Oh, when ghosts and goblins by the score, ring your bell or pound your door. Better not be stingy or your nightmares will